Hare Krishna. In this video series, I will speak on my experience on different road trips and a short story associated with them. These videos and pictures used in this series are from my years of archive, and it is possible now I have taken them out and a few landmark picture also, so that I can narrate some of the stories to you. These stories and these incidents are part of my ensuing book, He Was Always There, where I am narrating 21 such incidents where I could feel Lord is all merciful on me. This today we are sharing with my most favorite road trip between Pune and Mumbai. I have been traveling between Pune and Mumbai since 1987, so a pretty old timer. I remember there was only one road in past, quite often blocked by the landslide, and en route I still remember I had travelled by state transport bus, and if I could travel by a shared bus, I was considered myself as a bonus. I have witnessed building this new beautiful expressway which has made our life so easy. But again, in India, we become accustomed to something very soon and then start disliking the same also. Now we say the road is quite often choked, and particularly before introduction of the FASTag, there were massive traffic jam for miles together. Nowadays, there is a traffic jam sometime on the Ghat area, and one has to be really a good driver to navigate through the trucks and go away. Now I have been told and I have seen, thanks to central government and state government, now they are making new tunnels which are being built to decongestify this area, particularly the Ghat section. While you enjoy these beautiful sceneries, you can also have sumptuous meal in different food courts. The new food court which has come up is really impressive, quite easily compared to any of the food court which I have seen in different foreign countries. So whether we are going by car, Shivneri bus or state transport bus, I am sure you always get elated as soon as you hit that particular expressway road. And today I will share one of my experience which I remember, and I again felt that it was by mercy of Lord I was saved actually. Sometimes in 2021, immediately after COVID period, I visited Mumbai to visit our families from Pune. For a change, it was me who was driving instead of taking an Ola, Uber, etc., as there were fear of infection in public transport. The time was immediately after rainy season, and all around greeneries and some kind of trees were available on the hill. It was a feast to the eyes. As you know, I am not an expert driver and I know very little about car mechanic. Hence I always drive at a very moderate speed of 70 to 80 km per hour, and very rarely I touch 100 km. Although the road is okay to drive at that speed, but I don't feel confidence on me. I drive at 80 km per hour. When he crossed the first toll plaza from Pune and I was in so-called quote unquote my full speed, suddenly I saw few cars assisting a red light car crossed us at a very high speed. It is quite common and I did not pay much attention. Then after some time, while I was on the middle of the road, I found See, middle of the roads are typically for the slower vehicle like ours, but I found one public bus was repeatedly honking me. Imagining that I might have blocked his way, I looked at him with suspicion. He overtook me, signaling something which I did not understand. However, still in doubt, I continued driving. The car seems okay and I was driving alone, so I was little worried that what signal the driver was showing me. However, the roads were beautiful, the sceneries are always beautiful, and therefore the beautiful scenario and beautiful road drew my attention. I got engrossed and I continued gulping this scenic beauty continuously. The car continued for another 20 kilometers and then I heard some annoying knocking sound coming somewhere. And the car was also getting little disbalanced. So now it was time for me to check. Very carefully I changed lane, drove the car at the left hand part of the road, got down from the car and started inspecting. My first doubt was on the tire, but they seemed okay. And my knowledge of car, as I told earlier, is zero. So I was only depending on my common sense and see the physical damage if anything I could find. So I bent on all my fours, bent on my knees, and I started seeing beneath the car. And with my utter surprise, I saw that the backside axle wheel had almost given in and there was something protruding out from the body of the car. And now that's a real problem. I least expected this to happen today, and that too when I am all alone on a highway. I was aware that I had a car insurance which has got 24/7 road service, etc., etc. But during COVID time, almost all functionaries are working with suboptimal level people. And I had to reach Mumbai as early as possible. So I cannot even leave my car here in the middle of the road because there is hardly any possibility of me getting any public transport from here. Initially I was very panicked and was searching my mobile phone all the way. Very anxiously I could find the custom care number with some 1800 prefix, but it was continuously ringing alone. The weather is good, the scenery is awesome, but look at my mental condition. I could not enjoy either. People traveling on this road are aware that on expressway you cannot stop anywhere. So I thought the only option is also to pray to Lord. Lord has given me a very kind opportunity to stop in the expressway and enjoy the scenery. So I prayed to him and I left the result of my work to him only. So what I did, I was looking around and very surprisingly I saw that just opposite the road on a tree there was a signboard, and which is quite impressive. It was a road help number written there, and it appeared to me that it must be a mobile number. Surprisingly, so many times I have visited this road, I never saw that signboard on that particular place. I rang that number too and was praying to God that some help I may get at this point of time. And look, within first 3 rings, someone picked up. Very politely he asked me what has exactly happened. I narrated my awkward situation And he said, please do not worry, wait there. Neither I could ask his name, nor location, nor I could thank him. He disconnected the call. So I had now some solace in my mind and was able to look around. The car had stopped in really a scenic spot. High lofty mountains covered with green shade looking at the blue sky, dotted with white clouds, and cool breeze was remembering me a place like Mahabaleshwar or Lonavala. Lonavala is still 40 km from this spot. And then I dial my relatives in Mumbai, because then I need to be very careful before narrating the story, because there is a potential of they getting unnecessarily hooked up. After some 10-15 minutes, with my much delay, a 4-wheel drive jeep appeared with 3 people in it and with a tow car. The man who got out was tall, quite strongly built, with long moustache, and he was attired in a blue uniform. He inquired my identity, checked my paper of the car, and after a brief discussion, his men get into work. They tied my car with a tow rod in less than 10-15 minutes. This man was quite knowledgeable, it seemed, and he told me in Hindi that today God has really saved me, because the way the axle has broken, he was surprised that how I could even drive 1 kilometer. There was always an opportunity the car could have toppled or could have made bigger accident. Yeah, I know God is always merciful on me, and that is what I am going to explain in these 21 stories in my new book I am writing. However, we towed the car. We reached up to Lonavala, which took around 40-45 minutes. It was impossible for me to get the car repaired at that point of time, as the people told me that it will require the expertise of the car manufacturer, and if I call up the car manufacturer, they will pick up the car from here. So they gave me a spot where I can leave the car. They gave me a receipt of the car, and also arranged for me a bus pickup so that I can reach Mumbai. I had to do all formalities and later got the car serviced, but I am not going into that story. I wanted to mention and thank the prompt assistance, the support I got on the road, and you would not believe they charged a peanut compared to the support and service they gave me that day. I am really thankful to them. Also, I proudly say Jai Maharashtra and Jai Bharat, but I am also thankful to Lord, who always helps me in all difficult situations. Hare Krishna.